Hi there, this is Yolantis, your website mentor. My quick tip for today on accessibility on the web, of course, it's color contrast, but how? On your body copy highlight color. This is often overlooked. I was surprised this week when I ran across this in the wild, and I wanted to show you some examples. So we know color contrast is important for all sorts of different disabilities. We have a 4.5 to 1 color contrast standard. If you don't know those numbers, don't worry about it. There's tools that you can plug your numbers in and get a pass and a fail as to whether or not you can put this text color on this background color or have this highlighted link color with that text color, or when you highlight your paragraph, what color is that highlight? Is that in contrast? I'll show you what I mean. I will share. This is your go-to to learn about color contrast. It describes this topic in plain English so that you can understand how you can pick the colors for your websites. I want to show you one of the bells and whistles that this website has. And so this is a good example. I'm going to use my one finger and hit the tab on the keyboard. We have a skip to main content link that shows when you tab to it. And now we have what we call a focus state. So you can see where the focus is, where the tab button is jumping to the next interactive content. So I'm moving from the header down into the search bar, and now I'm moving through the breadcrumb. And you can see that when I'm in the body copy, I get a really nice yellow background on the link that is in focus. And that is something that you can code if your website content editor allows you to have that fine-grained of a control. If you're coding yourself, of course you can do it, but if you're in a content management system, you may or may not be able to get this detailed. So I'm going to keep tabbing so you can tell exactly what the next interactive content is. Now I'm going to take my mouse and I'm going to select a paragraph by dragging. So it gives me a highlight color of light blue. This is my website, and I was testing. This is a default highlight color. Another one of my websites, yep, that blue is a very common default color. Here is one that I came across in the wild where I highlighted it and the content became invisible. It is a charcoal background with white text. When I highlight the text using the mouse, everything becomes white. So the highlight color is white and the text color is white. What needs to happen here is that text color needs to change to something else, and that would make it legible. But this would be something you want to try to test your own content when you go to a dark theme, because this might have happened accidentally. When you flip from a light mode to a dark mode, maybe whoever made the master CSS style sheet didn't have dragging and highlighting color in mind when they did the color schema. So that's just a quick tip. And here is a little playground on W3 Schools where I'm going to show you focus is the name of the attribute, where I'm hitting the tab key, and you can also change the color of your input field by tabbing to it, and that's the focus color right there. This next example is how you can override that default blue that I showed you. And here, this highlighted color changes both the background color and the text color. And then that would be called the attribute of selection, : selection in CSS. If you have access to a CSS editor, you can custom code that in your website. But if you don't have access, it's just good to know that when you're testing your own content, you can look for, is the text legible in all states? The highlighted state, the tabbed state. Those are things to think about with color contrast. Have a good one.